everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Packers going up against the Texans. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So the offense has it first and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC, and he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
Now let's go. Blue, no. Check. Patriot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw now on second and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up third down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. The play clock's running down. They'll set up to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A strong running. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. Now 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13-play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And here's a look at the starting offense. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard, leopard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Allen alone to the right.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go. Green.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come out here in the eye.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Back to throw. And the grab by Croft. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And it's a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops them. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And on that, and now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And now out comes Houston. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Darren Waller with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards.
No. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, touch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first.
Here we go. Over.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set. Green, 39.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And here comes the Texans now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Check 31. Check 31. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Check your backer. Check your backer. Hot.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. He's going to run. And this is caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. No. Check.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. He's got a man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
We got three. Set. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw here. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Here we go now. Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They're going to look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first. down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. 550. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go now. Hey, check.
Now it's the backup Winston. Bryant with a catch right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Ready. Check. 550.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. First down, Winston. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Winston sneaking it, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jameis Winston, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Texans have broken the tie. And he's got it up and through. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come up in an offset eye. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, you got three.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play clock's running down. And they give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Missed.
He will not go down. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And quickly, they get to the line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
He sets to fire deep. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Pro Bowler is a rookie, Marcus Peters, there on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Caught left side, Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable. And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they do finally get him.
But he makes it all the way to the 6. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Defense showing blitz. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here. Deep drop. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air. Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can. Brandon, you identified early that this game looked like it was going to be lopsided in favor of the winning team.
And then late in this one, you and I, we were digging at stuff, weren't we, to talk about, partner?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I think we brought up statistics from somewhere around circa 1927-28, hoping we could keep people going in this one.
Deep in the annals for this blowout win. So for Houston, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.